I remember it so clearly. It was a Tuesday night, I think. Or maybe a Thursday. The exact day doesn't matter because what mattered was the routine. Dinner was done. The dishes were clanking in the kitchen sink. My family would start to gather in the living room. The air was thick with that cozy end-of-the-day feeling. You know the one. We'd all find our spots. My dad, in his favorite recliner, my mom on the end of the sofa, me on the floor, probably way too close to the screen. Then, it would start. That familiar, upbeat music would pour out of the television speakers. Just like that, everything else faded away. It was the opening credits, the theme song. For us, it might have been Happy Days Laverne and Shirley. The real magic was in that shared moment of anticipation. The song did the work for us, pulling us all into a shared orbit without a single word. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but those theme songs were like a dinner bell for our emotions. You know how Pavlov trained his dogs to get excited just by hearing a bell? Well, television producers of the 70s and 80s basically did the same thing to all of us, but with catchy tunes. The moment that first chord of the Friends theme song struck, your brain knew. You were about to spend time with characters you loved. You were about to laugh. You were about to feel a sense of comfort. It was an automatic response, a switch that flipped from regular life mode to TV comfort mode. This wasn't an accident. It was brilliant design. A good theme song acted as a buffer between the real world and the fictional one. Maybe you had a tough day at work. Maybe you were stressed about a test at school. The music washed all of that away, even if just for a little while. It was a 30-second to 1-minute transition that helped you shed the worries of the day and prepare to just be. It was a consistent, reliable signal that everything was about to be okay. It was the Pavlovian bell that called us not to a food bowl but to each other. Now there's actually some real science behind why these rituals felt so good. It's not just warm, fuzzy nostalgia, although there's plenty of that too. Our brains are hardwired to love routines. They create a sense of safety and predictability in a world that is often anything but. When we know what's coming next, our anxiety levels tend to go down. Think about it. When you have a morning routine, coffee, shower, get dressed, it helps you start the day feeling in control. A weekly TV night, kicked off by the same song, did the exact same thing for our evenings and for our family dynamic. Psychologists talk about the importance of anchoring. An anchor is a stimulus, like a sound or a smell, that triggers a specific emotional state. That's exactly what a theme song was. It was an auditory anchor that instantly transported us to a feeling of comfort, familiarity, and togetherness. Hearing the opening notes of the Golden Girls didn't just mean a show was starting, it meant you were about to feel the warmth and humor of those four friends. Your brain made that connection, and with every repetition, the connection got stronger. The song became a shortcut to a happy, emotional place. Let's take a walk down memory lane, shall we? The theme songs of classic television are like a playlist of our collective past. Each one has its own personality and its own promise of what was to come. Think about the theme from Cheers, where everybody knows your name. That wasn't just a song, it was a mission statement. It told you you were about to enter a place of belonging, a cozy bar where you were always welcome. The slow, gentle piano and the warm, friendly vocals were an invitation to pull up a stool and forget your troubles. Then, something completely different. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. It was a whole story in itself. In just over a minute, you learned Will's backstory, his personality, and the hilarious culture clash ahead. It was fun and impossible not to rap along. And instrumental themes, like Hill Street Blues. That soulful, somber piano told you this wasn't a simple sitcom. So the weekly TV night was honestly a masterclass in mood regulation for the whole family. And, we didn't even realize it at the time. Life is, messy and unpredictable. A parent might have a stressful meeting. A kid might have a fight with a friend. But on Thursday night at 8 p.m., none of that mattered for a little while. The television schedule basically gave us this non-negotiable pause button on life's anxieties. It kind of forced us to take a collective breath. The simple act of gathering at a set time created a rhythm our bodies and minds could count on, and that consistency is incredibly soothing to the human psyche. This shared habit was a powerful tool for connection without pressure. Sometimes the hardest thing is just talking. Asking, "How was your day?" can feel like a loaded question. But sitting together and laughing at the same joke? That's easy. Shared positive experiences build bonds without forced conversation. The TV show becomes the bridge. It's a gentle way to maintain closeness. Those first few notes were the sound of us together. So something happened on the way to the 21st century. The theme song, that grand 1-minute overture to our favorite shows, started to disappear. It began subtly, you know? First, the songs got shorter. A full minute of music became 30 seconds. Then it became a 10-second title card with just a quick musical sting. It was a casualty of the network's desire to cram in more advertising time and to keep viewers from changing the channel during the opening credits. The producers figured, why waste a precious minute on a song when you can just jump right into the action? Sure, this shift was a practical business decision, but it had a profound, if unintentional, cultural and emotional impact. We lost that buffer. We lost that moment of transition that helped us ease into the world of the show. Instead of a gentle on-ramp, we were thrown directly onto the highway. The show would start abruptly, sometimes after a cold open, with just a quick flash of the title. The ritual was broken. The shared moment of humming along to a familiar tune was gone, replaced by a more frantic, hurried pace that, honestly, mirrored the increasingly busy world outside our living rooms. The Pavlovian bell fell silent. And then came streaming. Netflix, Hulu, all the others. This wasn't just a change, it was a revolution. Suddenly, we had access to entire seasons of television at our fingertips. The concept of waiting a whole week for the next episode became a thing of the past. We entered the age of the binge. We could now consume a dozen episodes in a single weekend, living inside a story for days at a time. It's a different kind of immersive experience and, well, it has its own joys. But it completely obliterated the old rhythm of television. With the rise of binge watching, the theme song became more than just unnecessary. It became an obstacle. Streaming services even introduced the skip intro button. It's a button that makes perfect sense in a binge-watching context. Why would you want to listen to the same 1-minute song 12 times in a row? So with a simple click, we voluntarily erase the very thing that once served as our collective call to gather. We skip the overture to get to the drama faster. We are so eager to find out what happens next that we bypass the beautiful ritual that used to set the stage. The ritual is gone, and while we've gained a world of choice and convenience, it's worth asking what we might have left behind in the process. So the old rituals are gone. We can't turn back the clock to a time of 3 networks and appointment television, and that's okay. Nostalgia is a wonderful place to visit, but we can't live there. The challenge now is to take the lessons from those old rituals and apply them to our modern lives. How can we create new moments of connection, new theme songs for our families in a world of endless choice and individual screens? The answer is to be intentional. The old rituals happened almost by accident. Our new ones have to be created on purpose. One simple idea: create your own TV night. Pick a show the whole family can agree on. Maybe a new series or a classic everyone can discover together. Make a rule: 1 episode a week, together, at a set time. No binging ahead. This recreates anticipation and the shared experience. Make a ritual of it. Taco Tuesday, Abbott Elementary. The food and the show become linked. A new tradition. When I think back on those evenings in the living room, bathed in the glow of the television, it's the feeling I remember most. It wasn't really about the shows themselves, as much as we loved them. It was about the feeling of safety, of comfort, of knowing that for that brief half hour, we were all in it together. The theme songs were the soundtrack to that feeling. They were the simple, melodic anthems of our family life. They were the opening credits to some of the best memories we would ever make, even if we didn't realize it at the time. The world has changed in countless ways since then. The way we consume media is almost unrecognizable from what it was. We have more choices than we could ever possibly watch, available to us at any moment of the day. But the human need for connection, for routine, and for a sense of belonging has not changed at all. The feeling they created, that warm, cozy sense of being together, is a feeling worth recreating today and always.